So about 1 year ago from today, I went to Beijing, China. Spent about 2 weeks there in Beijing. And while I was there, we ate a whole bunch of weird food. Like, we ate, like, duck foot on a stick and, like, all kinds of weird spoiled meat and, like, fish eyeballs and all kinds of, you know, the Chinese foods that are apparently normal there, which aren't normal here. And so, of course, being the kind of person that tries everything, I decided one night that I was going to try this food that was kind of just, like, some kind of random meat on a stick. A lot of people told me not to eat it. They said I'd get sick, but I was like, you know what, I'm going to eat it anyway. And so I do what any normal person would, and I go into it full on, just kind of to start destroying that sucker. And the next morning I woke up and I was so sick that I actually thought I was gonna die. I remember waking up that morning. I was sitting in the shower, just kind of like feeling dizzy, feeling like my life's over, like this is it, this is how I die. I started to get real dizzy and I was about to pass out. I put my towel around my waist and I remember just telling myself, like, this is it, this is how I go, like I'm done. And I used like every ounce of energy I had to get my clothes on. That way my professor didn't see me naked on the ground when I died. And so, like, I actually thought I was gonna die there for a moment. And like I passed out, woke up in the ER, and it was like pretty intense, but I ended up living because they made some magic tea. You guys might be wondering, like, Loverfella, how exactly does that tie into anything today? And the truth is, it doesn't really at all tie into anything at all. It just felt like a good story, and I felt like sharing it. So, hope you guys are ready for some Slime Rancher today, guys. My throat is still, it's not really like hurting anymore, but it's like really tight and like feels super weird. And so, like, I'm still trying to like stay away from people, not trying to infect a bunch. Oop, can't get those. Not trying to infect people. But you know, it's getting better, guys. So hopefully my voice will be back to normal here soon. But with the power of editing, it'll sound way better than it actually is. What I want to talk to you guys about today are a couple actual like tips for this game. So you can see here that the prices are like super low. Like this thing used to be like way higher. It used to be way more than 14. I thought this was in like the 20s. A lot of these were in the 40s. Some of them were even in the 60s. Now they're at 30. But they're all worthless now because I completely ruined the market by just like flooding it with these plorts. And so what my friend showed me is that you could buy a silo and you could just store your plorts in the silo until you get to a day where the plorts are more valuable. Like get to a day where the plorts are actually worth something. And so what I think we're going to do today is, even though I have all these plorts with me, I'm going to like temporarily, well, I might as well just sell what we have right here and then we'll get worked on the new design because I do need a little bit of money for this. What we're going to do is we're going to move all of our chickens out. We're going to turn that top area. Oop, didn't mean to splash the water. We're taking all the chickens out. We're going to destroy this, turn this area up here into like a little storage area, like what we have here. I've been storing a lot of fruit in this one just for like emergency fruit in case I need something to, or like need money or somehow I mess up and lose it all. Should be all my chickens. So let's go ahead and take this out. We will destroy it for 100 and then add a new silo. And I'm just going to basically spend all my money maxing this sucker out. Now we have a silo. Now we can store all of our plorts up here until they're more valuable. Maybe other than like pink ones, they're pretty much worthless no matter what. And then what I can do is go over here. This is one of the new areas we unlocked in a previous episode. And then we can take, this is kind of like chicken land. I've learned that there's just chickens everywhere in here. So I feel like this is the spot where you want to have your chicken coops. So we're going to make a chicken coop right there. Ooh, elder rooster. We'll go ahead and sell him when we can. We'll just start pumping him in there. But the thing is, there's like literally hens and chickens everywhere in here. And I'm going to go ahead. Spring grass seems good. Vitaminizer seems good. Do I need high walls? Nope. Let's get them anyway, though. That's not really that high, is it? I'm not sure how a chicken's ever going to get out, but maybe it's just to stop slimes from getting in. It's like slime heaven, or like chicken heaven. Like you come and run through here, and there's just chickens all over the place, and there's also a lot of carrots and stuff. I don't know if chickens actually eat the carrots. Maybe they do. Maybe they'll get like bigger if they do. Or they eat bugs or something. But I can get like a ridiculous amount of hens in here. And then if I just turn this entire area, like literally all of it, into like different types of chicken storage. So like this can be like my basic hens over here. And then I can have an area over here for like the stone hens and all that stuff. So what I'm thinking is we'll keep all the hens over here. And then we'll keep, you know, we'll have to make like a little trip over to grab them every now and then. But it's going to be worth it because we're going to get our own hens that are breeding. And we're going to get hens that are spawning. And then I can just bring them back, whatever, you know, whatever we want. Plop them into here. I'm not sure which hens these guys prefer yet. I have to look it up. I've just been kind of throwing in whenever I feel like. And I can go store my carrots in here. So this is like really nice for me because eventually we're going to get maxed out in carrots. It's going to be nice to just have like extra food. And I'm sure something's going to eat the carrots. So I don't know if you guys noticed this, but I also have like a 7 and a 4 in the top left corner of the screen. That's like the 7 rewards program or whatever it's called, 7Z rewards club. And so I've been upgrading my barn a little bit. And so I have this nice little fence right here that looks pretty good. I have a nice little walkway, this nice stone path that's been constructed. And I have a beautiful little fence that leads over here to our little farming area. So it's not the biggest farming area right now, but definitely gets the job done. And I've learned that I definitely just want to wait for these to fall on the ground because they're a lot freaking easier to harvest when they're on the ground. Like, it's just, you just walk through once and soak them all up, except these two. Also, I have no idea how the heck we got a cat tabby in here. We got to get rid of this guy ASAP before he infects one of our others. All right, so since I don't really use puddle plorts too often, I'll just sell all of these. But you can see everything else is slowly increasing in price because I'm not really selling any right now. So if I take all of these, bring them over here to this silo, and literally just store them until a day where they're up in price, like really up in price, I'm going to be making way more money bang for my buck, like almost like 20 more each. And so I think that's probably the best way to do this. It's not like I really need money right now, so I'm just going to store all of these in here, get a couple hunter slimes too. So I think this is kind of a way to like play the market and make sure it's like working out for you. Let's see, we got 10 of these coming in. So like, I'm pretty sure these were worth 60. So now we'll just wait, and then instead of getting like 400 coins out of this, we'll get like 200. So it's a way better deal. And while we're at it, I want to show you guys this cool idea I had over here for our cave area. So what I've been thinking is, oh, look at all these. So basically this cave area is pretty much enclosed. There's no way for things to come in or come out. So even if they're not inside of a cage, they're still basically trapped inside this area. So what I'm doing is I'm putting these phosphorus slimes in here, because the phosphorus slimes, their plorts will disappear if they're in sunlight. So you have to be inside of a cave or inside of a protected other thing, like a protected cage. So what I'm doing is I'm literally just letting them freely roam. I'm planting the food that they want the most, and then every time I come in here, it's just going to be like full of these, like all over the place. Like there's just going to be sitting on the ground. So I'm just going to collect a bunch of them. These I can sell for money, but I can also breed these guys with some like really valuable ones, and literally just like come in here every few days and just randomly collect like a whole bunch of plorts. Like they're just all over the place, and it's like a more of like a free range type cage. So I think that's pretty cool. Especially since we have these trees all around. Like I can come up here, get a massive amount of cube berries, and then bring them back. And cube berries are what their favorite food is. I don't really know what these guys like, but at the same time I don't really care because they're not really worth that much money. But I should be able to max this out now. Look at that. Alright, now I want to show you guys something that I basically got to yesterday, kind of off camera. There's this area over here that had like one of the might die if I jump there. Had one of the massive slimes over here, and basically I fed it a bunch of chickens, and it turned into this portal, which takes me here. And this is just like a little island over here off to the side. I actually haven't explored this at all yet, so I don't know if there's... Oh, look at that guy. Oh, I think he needs chicken. You feed him a chicken, then he explodes into a bunch of coins, and then you get all those coins. So that's like a super rare one. I believe it's called a lucky slime. And if you go to your Slimepedia here, you can read about it. So I was reading this yesterday because I've seen a few of them. Can never figure out how to get them to explode. So if you feed them chicken, they explode into coins, and then you're good. But you can't actually, as far as I know, you can't actually tame them or whatever. So we got some spike boys in there. So yeah, I haven't seen any of this spot yet, so pretty much everything here is brand new to me. So hopefully we'll find something worth it. I'm not really sure. Look at these guys. Stony hen. Well, you know what? I could use those. I can make a little stony area. So we'll get rid of these regulars. Don't need those anymore. We just need stonies. Come here, buddy. Alright, looks like some kind of weird underwater cave right here. I'm not sure where this is going to take us. Looks like, I mean, there's really like nothing new here so far. Like it's all like stuff that I've seen. But I feel like it wouldn't take us to a new area if it was just like the exact same. Like there's literally nothing new here. There's got to be something. Alright, we're climbing the tower. I feel good about this. I bet there's going to be like one of those treasure pods. Oh, there it is. There it is. He eats regular. Yes. Oh my gosh. There we go. We can feed this guy. We can probably find plenty of food here to feed him. Yes, I needed one of those so bad. Alright, now we just need to find a bunch of fruit to feed this sucker. Looks like we have some little berries here, but I think they're all like dead. Yeah, they're all gone. There's still new ones growing. I haven't been here in so long that like everything has fallen and died, and nothing's eaten it, surprisingly. So I'm just going to go ahead and explore here, look for a little bit of food in the ground, and then take it back up top. And while we're hanging out back on base, I figure we'll go ahead and make a second chicken coop, and we'll just put our stony hens in here. That way we have a couple of those for future reference. Might as well just give it a, we don't really need anything. Vitamizer, they're not going to make eggs, I don't think, without a rooster, so we'll ignore that. Alright, my dudes, we have made it back to the top. Looks like he's just going to eat the cube berries. I might as well give him the carrots, because I feel like carrots are a lot easier to come by. And now I think he will give me a key, while the cat ones give me a teleporter. There it is. And all these little pink slimes. I don't need really any of these, so excuse me, my friends. Oh, but there's also a chest. 2 chests. Let's see what we get. A little bit of money, cat slime. A little bit of chicken. Alright, sweet. And we now have a key, I believe. So I can go open one of the gates. And actually, looks like an area up here, too. Let's just go ahead and keep on going and see what we find up here. So this area is worth it. I mean, you had to get a cat to get here to get a key, but I've needed a key for so long. So it's literally just like, oh, unless we can go up higher. Unless we can go up this. This looks kind of like a staircase or something. Alright, nothing too special up here. We're going to go ahead and get out of here. I think my teleporter is right around this area. We will go back and then open up one of our new areas with a slime key. And maybe, I have an idea of where I want to go. Maybe we can get some new stuff out of it. So let's see. Oh, almost fell off the edge. Alright, so this gate is kind of near where I just got that slime key. And I feel like this is just what it's meant for. So we're going to go explore this new area real quick. Actually, you know what, guys? We're going to make that another episode. We will check this area out in a new episode. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to spread the love, and I'll see you all tomorrow.